Oh, that was a perfect time to start it. Okay, my scroll speed feels really slow. Whatever. Let's hope I can still deal with this. Alright, that's the map. This is Crusader, by the way. Stronghold Crusader. Me and SpectrumStorm have been playing a fair amount of it lately. Let's just place my farms down. And set my archers up in the tower. Yeah. Dang it. My controls for StarCraft 2 are gonna mess me up a lot, cause I'm used to playing StarCraft 2 now. Not so much Crusader. But we'll place our quarries here and drop some ox tethers. And the way Stronghold Crusader works is that you have sort of, well, you have buildings and you have resources and oh my gosh, I'm gonna be really bad at explaining this even though I play it so much. Well, I used to play it so much. Haven't been playing as much anymore. More recently actually, just because SpectrumStorm's been playing a bunch. But yeah, you have workers and you have to build houses for them. That's sort of like supply, except the workers are actual people, like over there. And they can be killed, but they keep spawning here as long as your popularity is good. Ah. Okay. So, I don't know any of the hotkeys for this, and they're all somewhat clunky, so I never took the time to learn either. And basically right now, I'm just working on getting my economy together. And economy is very important in this game. It's basically a castle builder RTS, so you have all sorts of pieces you can use to make your castle, and yeah, goal's basically to make impenetrable defenses while attacking your own, or attacking your opponent and trying to break his defenses. And that's what I'm doing right now. You're gonna build a Fletcher's place and a armory, and the armory is where the Fletchers put their product. So, yep. And now I'm gonna, oh, need more wood. Gotta keep on top of your resources. I don't know if there's any build orders or anything similar to StarCraft 2. But typically, yeah, you just keep making buildings and try to balance your popularity. Popularity is very important, because if it drops below, if that number drops below 50, you start to lose peasants, and then you can't, the ones already working for you won't disappear, but that means you can't you can't get any new peasants, and you can't train any new workers until your popularity gets back above 50. And if you see there's a little circle there, when that fills up, you get more peasants. Well, it's one peasant every time it fills up, so you don't have to micromanage workers, but you do gotta make sure you have enough supply. Supply. You gotta make sure you have enough population to keep all your workers. I'm just gonna build a cathedral with the last of my gold. The cathedral has an inherent +1 popularity, and if you have constant food, it's standard, but if you have less than, well, if you have 0 food, it'll drop it down to -8, so that's what you're sort of trying to balance it with. and I'm actually not doing very well right now because I'm trying to talk and play at the same time, and SpectrumStorm isn't, but I have a bit more experience at the game, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, there's a Crusader trail that comes with that you play with the game, and I've gotten to number 40 or so, and he's around number, I'd say, well, he hasn't beaten 2 yet, but he's sort of working on it. Okay, let's check if the... Okay, so we got good stone coverage. The oxen take the stone back to the place, or back to your stockpile. And the archers automatically walk towards the barracks, and you can set rally points for each kind of unit, or type of unit. And you build your wall, and you sort of... Yeah, the walls are... I like the castle building aspect of it a lot. That's probably one of my favorite parts about Crusader, being able to build a huge castle. And we're gonna make a dairy farm, because we need to get some leather armor going. And leather armor is used to clothe macemen and crossbowmen. And crossbowmen are far better at taking down armored units than any other unit is, other than armored units themselves. Crossbowmen do the most damage out of any of the archer types, so it's good to keep at least a couple in every tower. I mean, if you're going with Arabic troops, then you can probably get away with just using Arabic archers, but the Crusader archers are somewhat like, they've got a high fire rate, but their projectiles are weaker. So it's important to have a mix, because the archers will one-shot a lot of weaker troops that can do huge economic damage, but they have a hard time dealing with large amounts of heavily armored units. And another important thing to do in Crusader is macro. You have to make sure that you're always taking advantage of everything you have. Like, I'm gonna need to go down and take advantage of that stone, and if we deselect this, we can go down and check out SpectrumStorm. And yeah, there's no fog of war in this game, so it's kind of nice. Kind of, like, depending on whether you're used to it or not, it can be kind of nice or kind of annoying. I'm used to no fog of war, so it's kind of nice, and I need to think of what to do, what do I need to do, what do I need to do. I am just gonna macro, because I don't remember quite what I was gonna do. So we'll build quarry. That was a bad spot. No? Yeah, that was a bad spot for a quarry. So we'll just blow it up. You know what, I don't think I could have squeezed any more quarries out of that area. So we'll just let it be like this. Okay, not enough workers available to run these buildings, therefore we need more hovels. And hovels are where your peasants stay. And now we gotta... Okay, gotta get some crossbowmen. And yeah, there's chat, of course. I'm playing through Game Ranger, so yeah, that's basically the best client you can use to take care of multiplayer for you if you wanted to get into playing Crusader. He says, "Don't hurt me." Yeah, I typically, if you haven't gotten the feeling yet, I typically win most battles, most Crusader games, just 'cause I have way more experience than typically anyone I play with. But I don't know. He's been playing a bit, so he's definitely been improving at the game. Just making our wall. And always remember where you've put your marketplace, 'cause you don't want to lose it. Okay, I've taken all of that stone, so I'm gonna... Can't put another farm there yet. Okay, another thing about the peasant system is you can't put your buildings where they're standing, so you gotta wait for them to walk out of the way, and if you're in a high traffic area, that's gonna possibly hurt your ability to place buildings. And one thing I know about SpectrumStorm's tactics is, one, I can look and he has no army. And that will be bad for him. But he typically takes a long time to build up an army, and he usually builds up a ridiculously large army of horse archers before doing anything at all. So that usually takes him a while. I remember the last time we played co-op together against a couple computers, by the time he had an army large enough to push out, I had already taken out the other 4 computer opponents. Though the horse archers were instrumental in taking care of the final enemy. I will say that. Okay. Now. Oh wow, he only has 2 cores. Really? Really? That's where you really need to improve, SpectrumStorm. You need to take advantage of the resources that you have at hand. And that is what I will begin to do now. And we'll just... no. Okay. So we need more workers. And therefore we'll build hovels over here. And that could be a bad idea, but I don't think it is. Because... well, I guess I'm gonna need to build a couple more hovels just to keep my population in good shape. But other than that, maybe a couple more ox tethers. But I'm gonna need to send a few archers down here just to take care of it for me. Dang it. I keep left clicking to move because that's what it is in StarCraft 2, but you need to right click in Crusader, or no, you right click in StarCraft 2 but you left click in Crusader, so I need to take care of that. And he typically doesn't use any troops that aren't Arabic. He typically sticks with the gold only approach, and I frown on that. I like to use weapons and stuff. I like to use mass weapons and armor, and Arabic troops where they fit my army, like assassins. And I also might pull out a few swordsmen if I need to defend quickly. but other than that, I typically stick to the crusading troops. Which are the ones you get from the barracks. There's actually several types of infantry buildings, or troop buildings, but the only ones, the two that you really need to, well, there's the engineers you need to know a lot about, but the two that you need to, well, that produce the most different kinds of troops are the barracks and the mercenary post. And I typically get my mercenary post way late, because I typically don't need it for a while. And we'll just send these guys out to take care of the lions. Hopefully they don't get mauled. And this is the time for me to make my swordsman building. my sword making building and my armor making building, because I'm gonna go for swordsman now, or knights. Knights they are. Knights are they. They are knights. I'm just making that clear. But yeah, I'm gonna be making my knights now, and I think I'm gonna get a mercenary post and see if I can do any harassments. Has he gotten anything outside yet? No. He seems to have walled off quite capably. Under attack. Oh yeah. Wait, what? Oh yeah. There's the lions. Huh? Oh, whatever. Whatever. I don't even care what happened. The lions got defeated, killed, whatever. So, it's good enough for me. And looks like he's in the swing of things. He's making his beer and having some happy people, being happy. But I believe that what I need to do is I need to make another farm for no real reason for that farm, I guess. And I want to make some more buildings, or make some more quarries. We'll just turn my laptop keys on and use it to click a little faster. I like to do that just because you need to click a lot in Crusader sometimes. And I have 2 mouse buttons, so if I use both of them, I can click faster. Oh, and when you're playing multiplayer, the lag can sometimes kill the buildings that you're trying to make, because peasants and workers can walk through them while they're being placed. But anyway, more quarries. It's quarry time. And it's also woodcutter times. And they are called woodcutters in this game. Let's see. Is he sending any... he doesn't really have any troops other than some archers. Yeah, you know what? I have a lot of money. I can start making horse archers. Because they're pretty much the best assault troop. I don't know, it's hard to go wrong with them. It's really hard to go wrong with horse archers. And I'm just gonna buy some iron to jumpstart my knight production. Recruit some more guys. Get some more hovels. And yeah, the auto saves are kind of annoying, but it means that you can pretty much get back from a crash no matter what happens. And yeah, definitely time to make some horse archers. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave these guys here just for a second. Come on. And we're gonna make a... Yeah, one time I killed him with assassins and he totally didn't see it coming. I just retreated and then the assassins killed his king. It was actually really funny. Yeah. Just keep him guessing. Oh, no, no, no. Get up there. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Let's keep going. Okay. So right now I'm sort of getting back into the groove of things. I know what buttons to press now. So I'll put a couple of ballistae, and they do higher damage and have farther range than any of the archers. So it's important to keep a couple just in case of catapults. And you know what? Some assassins would actually go really good right now. Especially with this wall being, like, really bad. Yeah, his wall is really bad. He doesn't have any assassin-proof stuff at all. Actually, you know what? Let's run these knights down